It's Readz, and today I'm gonna be recording r/pettyrevenge, where we're gonna be reading long posts, and I'm gonna probably fuck everything up. Let's go, brother. Alright, so this first post is by trying to close to my best. And the title of the post is, I'm sorry, but who are you? Context. OP is a 20-year-old female that's been bullied for all her life. She's been in recovery for a multitude of things for the past year or so, and she goes to university in the same city she grew up in, so she knew that there's a high chance of coming across some people who went to previous schools who hurt or bullied her. She was well known for being bad-tempered and easy to wind up when she was younger. What happened? She was in the pharmacy waiting to pick up her prescription medicine when someone shouted something at her. She pretended not to hear them and then they shouted again. They ended up getting frustrated and started tugging on her arm. She twisted around and immediately recognized who it was. It was a guy, around 20 or so years old, he was a male, who had bullied her for over 10 years. So rather than get angry, she thought she would mess with him and see what happens. He says, "Hi, I heard you were in local uni," and she responded with, "I'm sorry, but I don't know who you're from. Do I know you from somewhere?" Immediately deflated, it was glorious to see, and she couldn't stop herself from smiling. He responds with, "It's me, my name, from school. Come on, you know me." She responds to the confused face, acting 100. "I'm really sorry, but I just don't know you. Did we go swimming together, perhaps?" He just responds with, "No, I don't think so," and she goes on with, "I'm really sorry, but I don't know who you are. Maybe you should go to the back of the line, sir." She grabbed her phone and just blocked him out. He looked lost and eventually went to the back. Of the line. She got her prescription, ignored him, and went to the car and drove off. She literally screamed for joy because it was like she had nothing against her, and well, she overcame a bully. I don't really have any comments about this one other than, you go, girl. Oh god, I'm totally not gonna regret saying that. Fuck me. Great first post. Uh, I mean, it truly was the definition of a petty revenge because it's just enough to fuck around with your bully, but not enough to, like, destroy their feels. Because you don't want to destroy a person's feels, that's just mean. So then, this next post is by u/Mile Michelle. And the title of the post is, "We don't share alcohol in this house." The story takes place a few years back when OP came home from university for Christmas holidays to visit his or her family. They were of legal drinking age at the time as well. So at the scene, it was just OP and their mom. They were having a drink together and they were having a blast. Her mom pours herself a glass of wine from an average bottle. Not a wine snob, but she is. OP asks for a glass as well to go with the dinner, and she declines. Her exact words are, "We don't share alcohol in this house." Okay, no problem. I didn't know this rule, but as I'm not a heavy drinker, I don't see the issue with just having a glass out of her bottle. So she goes off to the liquor store and grabs herself a drink, and for the next few days, lo and behold, I find her favorite bottle of wine. It's Burrowing Owls. The liquor store only has a case of it, and it limits numbers on how much you can buy. It's a rare find, and I lucked at it. Buy the max just two and hid one, while I bring the second inside. By now it's evening and dinner. OP's mom is in the living room finishing their wine, and they open the bottle and decide. And when OP opens the bottle and brings both the bottle and the glass to the living room, OP's mom eyes up the bottle and asks for a glass. OP looks at her mom dead in the eye and says, "Sorry, Mom, but we don't share alcohol in this house." She offers two of her bottles for mine, says I won't know the difference, but I stand firm. We don't share alcohol in this house, so I force myself to finish the bottle in front of her while she skulks. Christmas morning, after all my families open up their gifts, I come out with the second bottle as a gift to Mom, and they share it that night. I mean, can you really consider that a petty revenge? Can you really consider that any sort of revenge? it had a good ending. It just felt good to read the last bit. Like Opie knew how important this bottle was for their mother, so they decided to first get their revenge, and then they decided to share the bottle, like a normal person should do. Sharing is caring, folks. If you don't share, then you don't care. Not too sure why, but you just don't. This is a very long post by u/Umbra Joke. So long that I literally had to change the formatting. It was a blast. Title of the post is you want to invade my space with your car while I wait for a tow truck. Hope you don't rush off. This happened in the afternoon. Today was balls hot, and between my car's AC not working and my body's habit of sweating puddles over anything over 70 degrees, my mood is already a bit thin. I was picking up some items from Home Depot and parked half. I can't read this. And parked halfway in a quarter full parking lot. Plenty of spaces around. I haven't gone to the store much in the past few months, so I don't remember the PPE order of operations. My God, I absolutely minded let my key slip from my cup holder. Oh man, I cannot read this. Fucking hell. Okay. I'm all kitted up and go get my stuff from lockers and head to the car. I start patting my pockets and feel that little ball of fear rolling around in the pit of my stomach. I start walking faster and I get to my car I see my keys in the cup holder. But I'm standing there, staring through the window while sweating buckets from a 3-minute walk, annoyed, but I can't contact roadside and get a truck dispatched quickly. As I'm leaning against in front of my car, a van comes driving down the lane opposite row and pulls to the spot right in front of my car. As the driver starts pulling closer to my leg, I shout, "Hold it," and put my hand out. She stops the van and about a foot and a half from me and looks pissy. Like hitting me would have inconvenienced her plans for the day. I look around at 9 other open spots, all next or behind in the area, and I gesture towards them. She gestures at me and mouths why. I guess she was looking at me why I'm standing in front despite not being any of her damn business. I'm locked out of my car. She sits in her car for 5 minutes, just adding heat around me while I dick around my phone. Eventually, she gets out, scowls at me, and goes inside. About 20 minutes after she went in, my tow truck shows up, but it's in the opposite lane behind me. I was feeling a bit petty, so I stopped the guy right behind the van, not thinking anything of it. Right as he goes to the cop to get the tool, van lady comes out the store. She was lividly muttering something to herself as she gets in her car and turns it on. I explain the basics of the situation, and he looks around and all the other spots open, and in sheer confusion, with a shit-eating grin came across his face. He starts taking a few extra minutes to make sure he does it right, and oh my God. And then he has me sit in an air-conditioned cab while he fills out an order form because his phone was acting up. The dude probably took an extra 10 minutes doing his job while this van lady was stewing in annoyance. I appreciate the solidarity and throw him a few bucks for the service, and then I made sure to leave before rolling out. Dear tow truck guy, you rock. Okay, and there is some edits here, but the TLDR is, van lady gets into my space with plenty of other choices, truck driver wastes her time. Now, I'm not too sure why the hell that was so fucking complicated to read, but it was. But my reaction to this is, I'm pretty sure they broke some law. I can't say what law they broke, but I do know they did break a law. Or I could just be high, and that makes no sense. Either way, there's just a bunch of edits. But there are some answers to the questions. So here is the first edit. I lock my door by hitting the door lock button upon exiting the car. I may start using the key lock, but I hate that damn confirmation honk the car gives. I didn't call the tow truck. I didn't call a tow truck. I contacted an insurance who contacted the tow company who had a driver dispatch with my opening tools. In parking lots, there are usually 2 or 3 sets of parking spaces separated by a line. I was parked away from every other car. She decided to park in the space right in front of my car and was driving towards my legs. Not sure how much clearer I can make that. And then the second edit is everyone commented that it is possible to turn off the locking horn. Okay, that is a bit wholesome. Now OP doesn't need to cry from the ever so mean affirmation honk that OP hates for some reason. I don't get why you don't like it. It's just a honk. Deal with it. Everyone else can, including me. Either way, that'll be the last post because this post took 6 fucking minutes to record and I want to die. Alright, that was Kids Reads r/pettyrevenge, and man, that last post was almost impossible for me to say. So I guess, let's hope that I can fix up my reading skills because I'm supposed to be good at reading or some shit. I don't know, man. All I know is that I'm supposed to have the ability to read, and I clearly don't. I might be illiterate. Anyways, thank you for watching this shitty video. I guess leave me alone now while I skulk in the corner trying to figure out what the hell went wrong with my reading skills and why I screwed up kindergarten so badly.